Hi, my name's Lee Pond and welcome to Trout with Lee. We've had a few inquiries on our message page from a lot of you guys in the US to ask about our traditional British flies. Now I'm going to tie one today which is called a blob. I'm going to get into the tying of it straight away because it is one of our best flies on the UK circuit, and I'll explain a little bit more as we go on. Right, we've got the hook already in the vise, and this is what we're using. A Fastener 10 wide gate wet fly, barbless. All things are going barbless at the moment. And then what we're actually going to tie is a flue lime blob. This is what we're going to use as the fritz, and the only other thing we need is a bit of marabou for the tail. Okay, so let's get started. Trim off a bit of excess. Just a basic body, just to get you going. Back up towards the head. Now, what I'm going to use for the tail is just a bit of yellow marabou, nothing else, nothing fancy. As I say, this is a really simple fly to tie, so just a pinch of that off of there. Now I'm going to leave it, right, I'm going to put that right away along the body itself, just to give it a little bit more strength really. Stop it coming out. I'm going to tie that all the way in now. And I'm going to leave it long. I'm going to trim that off later. Cut off this bit of excess here. And for the actual body itself, we're using this flue lime. Flue lime now, yeah, quite apt for this this current climate, as we've got the flu and all the other nasties going on. So just pull a little bit of that off and expose the core. Tie the core in, secure it, and then back up towards the head as you go. Keep it in there. That's it. Trim a little bit of that off. And then on the actual tying itself, we're just going to literally go round. Nice tight turns. And as you tie it in, sweep it back every time with your fingers. Just keep on sweeping it back. Nothing worse than it's not being swept back properly. Sweep it back, nice and tight. Back up towards the head. It's looking good. Now, a lot of people wet this before they put it on, just to save the fibres from getting caught up when you tie off. I'm going to do this one dry, but so just put a couple of turns in there just to secure it. Now don't cut this off just yet. All we need to do really is just to sweep everything back as much as you can. We're going to tie off there. Ooh, a bit long now. Let's build the head up a little bit. Not going to put a whip finish in there, just a few half turns. A couple of half inches in there, if we can get it. That's pretty much all it needs. Trim off the excess there, nice and tight. Some of those fibres out of the way. Cut that off. Now with the towel itself, we want to just trim that off, but I don't use a pair of scissors, I just pull it off with my fingers. Just gives it a better look. Just a tiny little bit of varnish, just one dot of varnish on the head, just to secure it all, keep it all together. Keep that head as small as possible. There you go. Now the beauty of this fly is that you don't just need to fish it fast. A lot of people have the idea that you should just cast these out and pull them back or roly-poly them back as fast as you can, which is a great method, don't get me wrong, catches loads of fish. But you can also fish this fly static. Put it underneath an indicator, wow, that is deadly on its day, it really, really is. One of my favourite ways is to fish it with a team of nymphs. So you've got a blob on the point and then a small team of nymphs behind it. The blob becomes an attractor, and then they see the nymphs and take the nymphs rather than the blob. But 9 times out of 10, they'll take that anyway. They'll take the blob. Go to any UK fly time box and you won't just find one of those, you'll find multiple blobs in there of all different colours. I mean, that's the other thing, there's tons and tons of different colours you can use. You can mix it up. I don't know what they take it for. It is an attractor, but you know what trout are like. They're inquisitive and they'll have a look at anything that's sort of in the water. And for some reason, that looks attractive to them. Could be the shape, I don't know. Is it because it's a sort of pellet shape? I don't know what it is. But I do know one thing, it works. Trust me.